Hey, so I'm sure you've heard of the Farlands before, right? I mean, if you haven't, there's now hundreds of different videos exploring this strange phenomenon online, which is basically just this weird broken wall that spawns at the end of every Minecraft world, just over 12.5 million blocks from spawn. Oh, and it also completely breaks your game, basically. I mean, I don't know about you, but this does not look like normal Minecraft behavior to me. But as I'm currently on a quest to have the rarest world in the history of Minecraft, by starting at the very oldest version of the game and working our way up to the newest ones, I've had to do a lot of research and digging to really see if I can find Minecraft's most hidden secrets. And this time, I must admit, I may have stumbled on something that, well, I'm not really sure whether it's something I was ever supposed to have stumbled upon. I mean, the Farlands itself is something that takes real-life days or even weeks to travel to, basically breaking the game and corrupting the world along the way. But what nobody seems to know is that the Farlands is actually only one side of the coin, keeping players and YouTubers alike distracted from a much more dangerous and risky spectacle. The Villager Temple. Only joking, of course, villagers don't deserve temples. Those guys suck. But the real hidden secret is the Nether Farlands, an evil counterpart to the regular Farlands, which, as I mentioned, is already completely busted as it is, okay? I mean, I have never even attempted to travel to the normal Farlands before, because it's simply not an easy challenge to take on, and I don't really fancy corrupting the world I'm on and losing all of my progress. But I must admit that curiosity slowly got the better of me, and in typical fashion, I went straight to YouTube to watch a video of someone else explaining or even finding this for themselves, because let's be honest, that's a lot easier than having to find this myself. Nothing. Genuinely, I'm not just saying that for dramatic effect, there was basically nothing online about the Nether Farlands. Besides just a few images sitting in abandoned forum pages and rumors being scattered across websites like Reddit, there really doesn't seem to be much evidence that this thing even really exists, let alone is possible to travel to in legitimate survival mode. But it does make sense, right? If the normal Farlands is so broken and corrupted, then since the Nether Farlands is 8 times further away, due to 1 block in the Nether equating to 8 blocks in the overworld, then that really just raises the question, is it even possible to get to the Nether Farlands in survival without cheating and without the game either breaking or the world becoming completely corrupt, replacing hard work with, well, nothing? Oh no. Oh no, what's happened? To be honest, I don't know. But again, the mission of this series is simple. We need to have the rarest world in Minecraft history, and for that reason alone, today is the day we are going to rewrite history and successfully make our way over to the Nether Farlands, not only to check if it's actually real, but to be able to claim that our world is truly one of one, and not just another Minecraft world. We've got all the items we need to, well, at least start on this quest. We're on the correct version, and we're hopefully mentally prepared for what's about to come. Now we just need to start moving. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. Wenzo, how on earth are you going to get all the way to the Nether Farlands? That is so far away. And to that, I say, well, you know, you are actually correct. It is very far away, and I may not know exactly how we're going to get to the Nether Farlands, but we need to take things in steps, and I do know how we can get to the normal Farlands, which, of course, we're going to have to pass anyways on the way to the Nether Farlands. And no, the method I have for this isn't just flying with an elytra and, like, downgrading versions or anything. We can do it in this exact version, and all we need is nether portals, which, by the way, in this version are very easy because you literally just click F4 on your keyboard and they spawn in. I'm not even joking. I don't know why that was a thing in this version, but we just need nether portals and boats. This is going to be able to get us to the Farlands in a matter of 30 minutes, maybe? Basically, what we do is we put one of our boats in the nether portal, and remember, we've overstacked them, so we actually have way more than 1 boat in this slot. And then we sit in the boat. Yep. We simply sit tightly, and as you'll see, we should be bugging out here, I think. I should have tested this first, actually. Oh no, it looks like it's working. But anyways, as you can see, we're kind of stuck here, and there's not really a whole load of anything we can do at the moment. So, well, we actually need to save. Well, let the level save. Oh, okay, I didn't realize. Okay, I don't know what that was all about. We load up, and then we have to pray we are basically somewhere safe in the Nether. Please don't tell me we're about to just drop into lava. Oh, okay. Wait, we're safe. We're in the Nether. Oh, this place is weird. Yep, this place is... Oh. But what we should need to do here is once again click F4 to summon a portal. Where's it made the portal? Oh, there it is. And we just need to go through without being shot by the gas. Please do not shoot us. Okay, and where are we? Oh, hello. But anyways, as you can see, well, we've not exactly spawned, well, anywhere near the monolith. In fact, we've actually spawned 8 times further away. Oh my goodness. Minus 140,000 blocks out. Yeah, it may not look like much right now, but the method is working. If you don't know, every block you travel in the Nether is 8 blocks in the overworld. Therefore, if you made a portal at, you know, x100 in the Nether, you would come out at x800 in the overworld. That's just how the dimensions work. But for some reason in this version, if you go through by sitting into a boat and then you leave the game, when you rejoin, instead of dividing your overworld coordinates by 8, it doesn't divide them at all. You just go through exactly, you know, the same coordinates as you are in the overworld. So if we made a portal at 100 in the overworld, we would then come through at 100 in the Nether. When, of course, by the way, it should be divided by 8. These are the coordinates we should be at. Now, if we then just make a portal, by the time we go back through to the overworld, we'll then be at 800 in the overworld, or basically 8 times. And that just means that we can keep doing this until we're at, well, 12.5 million blocks in the overworld, which coincidentally is the Farlands and would already put us at 1/8 of the way to the Nether Farlands. Not too bad, right? Although I must admit, this method does come with a few risks. Hopefully we don't die the second we spawn in. Okay, no, we're dying the second we spawn in. We're dying the second we spawn in. We're suffocating. Okay, eat some food, I guess. Oh god, hang on. Why are... Oh, well, I did not like that. Okay, so, I mean, I guess we have lived to see another day here, but this is... Oh, God, this is... You know, this is quick, but it isn't going to be quick if we die and lose everything we've spent so long trying to get. Oh, God, I forgot how ugly the old Nether is. Absolutely disgusting, this place. Look how grim it is. Oh, hey, bud. Jeez, you guys are ugly. Really ugly. Anyways, F4. Thank goodness. But, yeah, when we teleport back through... we should be around about 1 million blocks in the overworld. Let's see. Please. Please. And, oh, yep. Okay. Oh, but I can tell we're getting closer because, well, if you look in, like, all the Farlands videos, people start glitching as, like, you know, the closer they get. Look at us. Oh, yeah, look at that. We're literally minus 1,119,896 blocks on the x-axis. We just need to go through, I think 2 more times, maybe even just 1 more time, and we should be at the Farlands. You know, it's really helpful how we literally just have to click 1 button and then a portal summons. Unfortunately, that is literally only in this version of the game. I don't think it was supposed to be kept in. Oh, God. Why have I completely froze? Hello? Oh, no. Oh, no, what's happened? Now, yep, we kept abusing the method because, I mean, it is simply the fastest way ever you can get to the Farlands. It's ridiculous. It's basically fast traveling. So, Puffing Fish, thank you for making this insanely amazing video. This is perfect for what we need. But unfortunately, luck, well, it doesn't really continue forever, especially not in not in our projects. And we experienced our first crash, which, you know, there's obviously risks of crashing when you're going out into the Farlands. You're not supposed to go out this far. But this crash wasn't a crash that I really had expected. Honestly, let's just go into beta 1.3 and maybe that will work. Don't crash for Daddy Agred. Come on, why is this taking so long? Yeah, okay, well, we've not crashed. We're still lagging. So why did we crash? Because we weren't at the Farland. What's our position? Oh, we can actually see now. Yeah, look, we're still like 3 million blocks away. Right, so we have to keep going, but that trick only works on alpha, so we have to try and log back in on alpha, if that's even going to be possible. I don't even know. Oh, it's never good, is it? It's not even loading us in. Oh, why? It didn't even get us to load in. We're clearly going to have to go to a bit of an older backup here and hope. I'm scared we've already corrupted the world. Now, while fixing whatever this crash was, I decided it would be a good idea to probably speak to someone who has traveled to the Farlands before. And I have a buddy called Wumba who literally made an entire video, and I figured, you know, he'd be a very useful person to talk to about this. Yo.
Hello, what's up, Wenzo?
Hey, Wumba, how are you? Do you remember when you, because you made a whole video traveling to the Farlands, right?
Yes. Oh no.
That's not okay. That doesn't sound good for me, does it?
There is a lot. There's a lot. Just going that far out in the world, you're gonna be doing a lot of chunk generation and things that could hurt your world. So you can,
Yeah, that's what I'm. And now, I basically asked him a whole array of questions. I won't get into them right now because, well, we've basically just fixed the world by loading up an old backup, essentially. But Wumba's information will be valuable to helping us, you know, find the Farlands and also the Nether Farlands, which I haven't even told him we're going to be doing yet. I kind of want to surprise him with that once we're finally there. Oh my god, I don't trust anything. Okay, right, we haven't crashed. That's better than crashing. Hey guys, right, okay. I've also turned the render distance down to tiny again because I don't want to, well, take any risks with more crashes. Oh god, I keep forgetting! How do I get out of this thing? Oh my god! Please do not crash us. I'm not gonna touch anything. I'm not touching a single thing! Not touching anything! Just trying to move backwards. Okay. Oh my god, this is completely broken, isn't it? What on earth? Okay, well, we're not at the Farlands yet. I'm guessing the Farlands is going to be our next stop, right? Yeah, okay, so we're basically where we were before. We're at minus 9 million almost, meaning that this next stop is very simply going to be the Farlands. I almost forgot what it was called there. The Farlands. Which is pretty insane because usually, again, this takes weeks and weeks to get to. This should be the last time we have to do this, as long as everything goes correct. We barely even look like we're in the portal. Please tell me this is going to work. Okay. Right. We're here. Uh-oh. What? Why has the thing just crashed? Why is it crashed? Something stopped. Okay. Well, I don't know. We might have crashed. I don't know. But I'm just saving it. That's all I'm doing. I'm saving it. That's the thing. We're actually in the right place in the Nether. We're now 9 million blocks out in the Nether. Which is actually really insane, considering we're now technically only 3 million blocks away even from the Nether Farlands. But unfortunately, it's not going to be as simple as just doing this method the whole time. I wish it was. Wait, we're in? But we're suffocating again! Oh my god. Okay, well, not suffocating anymore. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh my goodness, look how buggy this is now. That we've got to be close. As in insanely close, right? So, can I F4? Okay, I've made a portal. Beautiful. This portal should take us to the Farlands. But I'm telling you now, if we try to go through there on alpha, it's not going to happen. We need to upgrade to beta now. It really is building the tension by taking so long to load. What's going on? Why does it have to take so... I hate this guy smiling at me. Stop smiling.
Which rapper is better at rapping? Travis Scott or Baby Keem? It's like Travis.
Oh. Hello? Okay. We're here. Oh, this is so laggy. But through here should be the Farlands. The very first step to, well, getting to the Nether Farlands. Well, actually, you know what? I think best question to ask first is like, why did you decide to do the Farlands? Obviously, besides it being a banger video idea, why did you want to go to the Farlands?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's just like this inherent mysteriousness of it. I'd always heard about the Farlands and never played old Minecraft back when they existed, never seen them, and, you know, I kind of just wanted to see them for myself.
Let's see if we are about to land. in the Farlands. Well, that's never good, is it? Yeah, even still, we're not able to get through the portal without crashing. Again, not part of the plan, really. Now, I'll be honest, I was really just trying to figure out what was going on for quite a long time here, so I'll summarize things for you. But essentially, I figured out that since we started, you know, from our base at the monolith, that meant our starting coordinates were, what, like 16,500 or something, which meant by the time we kept 8 timesing it, you know, every time we did the little portal boat glitch, we were trying to actually teleport to, I can't remember what it was exactly, but I think it was something like 79 million blocks out, which is way, way, way too far, even for my PC to handle, and I've got a pretty good PC here. And I'm pretty sure that's why we were crashing. So, to save you time, I decided, okay, let me load up an old version of the world then, because we basically ruined this one, and I am going to have to travel all the way back to spawn, basically. I figured out that Y at -3000 should allow us to basically be able to get, you know, pretty much bang on 12.5 million, which means it's the least risky out of all of the sort of portal moves we could do. Wait. Huh. Is this where I think... Oh my god, is this the dirt house? Right, and if we plonk a portal here, is this basically the right... Well, is this the right place? I'm guessing so. Okay, yeah, 12.8 million. That should land us in the Farlands, but not that far into the Farlands. I am not wasting any more time. I don't want to. I'm bored of wasting time. Oh god, oh my god, I forgot about this. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh yeah, look, 24,000. Okay, so we're on the right track. Perfect. Just what we need. Oh, god, yep. Always forget about this. Always forget about this. So once we go through here, we should be around, what's 8 times 25? In fact, yeah, no, that is right. Even I can figure out that's right. We're at minus 199,000. Hello, world. Oh, yep. I was certainly right about the glitchiness. Oh my god. Now, what do you like Minecraft? Are you like Minecraft? Yep, of course. Of course. Of course! Oh, okay, we made it out of that one okay. I hate that so much. Okay, there we go. There's the portal. This should be the final portal. This should take us to the Farlands. And for that reason, this is where we're going to upgrade to beta. But if this doesn't work... I'm not going to lie, if this doesn't work, if this doesn't work, yeah, we're not getting to the Nether Farlands. If we can't get to the normal Farlands, there's absolutely no chance. So let's just upgrade our game. So what was that like? What was that feeling when you were leading up to the Farlands? Because like, I mean, I don't know, but like I've done some cool projects before, and like with the monolith, I was like, it was almost like a bit of like electricity kind of going through my veins almost, but. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it really, because yeah. What was that feeling like for you when you were like knowing you were about to approach the Farlands?
The anticipation leading up to that, I was like so nervous because, you know, so many chunks had been generated, so much anticipation and time had led up to it. I was nervous. Yeah. It was like, what was I gonna find on the other side of the portal? Is it even gonna work? A little bit of fear, like what if my world just breaks, and just nervousness. I think that's kind of what it boiled down to, but also there was some excitement, like if it's there, oh, it's gonna make a sick base. It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's a double-edged sword, right? Because it's like if it works, it's amazing. If it doesn't work, you're destroyed. You know, you become a shell of your former self at that point.
There goes 40 hours of your life.
Oh, wait. Oh. Wait, hello? Wait, we've not crashed. And this does not look like normal terrain. Okay, no, the glitching is... Okay, I'll take everything back I said about the glitching. We are lagging. But, take a look at this. We are in the Farlands right now. You can tell because everything is well and truly broken. What? Now, this is awesome. We have made it to the Farlands in genuinely a ridiculously fast amount of time. I mean, if you look at all of the videos online, there's a reason there's not too many of them. Because most people spend weeks or at least like days and days just getting to the Farlands. We spent a couple of hours. But this is only 1/8 of the way to the Nether Farlands, which is the whole point. The Farlands is incredibly rare, but the Nether Farlands, I mean, I don't even think rare is a fair word to describe it. That's just insane. And the big issue though is that we can no longer use this boat and portal glitch because we can't go back into alpha. If we go back into alpha, as we know, we're going to crash. That's just what happens when you're this far out in version alpha. But in version beta, the boat portal glitch, well, it just no longer works. So we do need another method of being able to, well, start traveling all the way to the Nether Farlands now. Although, to be honest, I do want to check out the normal Farlands, so I've upgraded to 1.6.4, and this place is just magnificent. That looks so cool. Right, now, excuse me, zombie, out the way. We have Nether Farlands to find. Okay, I'm ditching that boat. That boat stunk. Oh, God, where did he come from? Oh, and while you're looking at that beautiful view, by the way, hey, now might be a great time to subscribe, right? I mean, look, this is all part of a series where we're trying to get the rarest world in Minecraft history by going through all the versions. And I mean, you are potentially getting a 2-in-1 video because we're going to be finding, well, not only the Farlands, but, the Nether Farlands. So I think I've deserved a sub. And also, if you don't sub, I'm going to kick your doorstop. Those weird little springy things. Okay, I don't know. I ran out of cool things to say. Subscribe, please. The very first step to be able to get to the Nether Farlands now is, well, we need to get onto the Nether roof, because obviously traveling in the actual Nether, way too risky compared to the Nether roof. It's also just way slower. And the only way I can think of getting onto the Nether roof in this version is just the classic sort of ladder and ender pearl method. So we do need to find an enderman so we can get a pearl, and then we should be able to start making our move towards the Nether Farlands. I feel like that patch of land over there might be our best bet, but it's nearly coming day, actually. We need to get there quickly. Shoot. I did not want to waste the entire night like that. Enderman, please! Oh, it's turned day at the wrong time, hasn't it? For goodness sake. And we haven't found an enderman. Oh, grum snatches, whatever that is supposed to even mean. Crap, why do they teleport so much in this version? Booze. Once we go back through here, we need to get ourselves on the Nether roof, and then, dare I say, we're probably ready to start moving towards the Nether Farlands. So goodbye, normal Farlands. Genuinely, look, as someone who's never actually seen the Farlands before, this was cool. I like it here. Maybe I'll return here one day, but realistically, probably not, because it's 12 million blocks away. But this was my first time ever to be into the Farlands. Dude, it's so sick.
That's so sick.
But this is where I ought to admit something to you, Wumba.
Oh no.
The reason I gathered you in this call, even the reason we had the initial interview, isn't because I was trying to find the Farlands.
What?
Wumba, have you ever heard of the Farlands? Have you ever heard of the Farlands, I guess, evil twin?
Oh, I can't say that I have.
Most of you probably know how I'm going to be getting up to the Nether roof here, but if you don't, it's super simple. We just have to get up to the bedrock layer. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, bedrock, excellent. We're at 123, so we need to get to the absolute highest one. We only have one pearl, so we cannot mess this up. And now we got to be careful, because once we get up here, we can't exactly get down. Yeah, do we have everything with us? I think we do. So is this where the search really begins then? Is this where we genuinely begin to find the old, the Nether Farlands? Because where are we on the Y? Yeah, 1.6 million blocks out, basically. Just under. So, yeah, we need to travel... God, we need to still go like 11 million blocks, and we can't use that glitch anymore. Now, I do have a couple ideas up my sleeve, but yeah, I don't know. All of them start with us getting on this roof. And There we go. Oh, I should have brought my crafting table. Great. But now we're finally on the nether roof. It simply means we need to start traveling. But obviously, walking, or even sprinting. Yep, just look at that. That's going to take forever. You know, there's no way we're making it there. Not before I, you know, get some sort of horrible disease. I just feel like that would be a sort of thing to happen to me. And this is where I'm going to start bringing in some of my, well, I haven't tested them, but I think they should allow us to travel way, way, way faster. And they do involve upgrading versions, which, as we know, very risky. And you must remember that the Nether Farlands is only available in beta and alpha versions of the game. So the higher versions we go up to, the more versions we're then going to have to climb down, which really does increase the risk of corruption. I mean, look, Minecraft and Mojang specifically tell you, do not try to downgrade your world. If you even look online about downgrading your world, look, it's pretty obvious that it's not something you're really supposed to do. But in our pursuit, I think it's our only option because I am not walking all the way over to, well, to the Nether Farlands. In fact, if we did, we'd run out of food and die anyways. So we need to upgrade to, well, a pretty interesting version of Minecraft, to say the least. Yeah, this is where things are going to get a little bit weird. But trust me, we need to do this if we're going to find the Nether Farlands. What on earth is this, by the way? What is that the Mojang logo? Right, I guess it is. Yep, if you can't tell, we are in Minecraft version 3D Shareware V134. And yes, this is a Minecraft version. This isn't some sort of rip-off. This is actually Minecraft. But it's an April Fool's update. And it contains a couple of features that, well, should actually be able to get us, well, hopefully traveling a lot faster. But yeah, if we go into here, you'll see in our worlds folder, we've got a world called Shareware, and then we've got our world. And we cannot access our world. We can only seem to access whatever Shareware even means. I don't know. So my theory is, can we just, well, rename our world to Shareware? Is that gonna work? I feel like there's a very high risk of corruption playing on an April Fool's update with a non-April Fool's world. Because this, you're really not supposed to do this. Oh no, that's not good. Oh! Wait, I mean, we're in the Nether. I see our stuff. I think maybe have we done it right? What is this on about? I do have the full version of the game. Continue playing. I don't know what that's talking about. But, enter? Oh my god, this is so weird. Yep, honestly, this is the weirdest version of Minecraft I've ever played on. But it does have a few things we can use to, well, hopefully be able to get us on over to the Nether Farlands. Because in this version, there's cheat codes. Yep. Oh. Wait, I can't even... Oh, that is a weird F5. What on earth? Hang on. Okay, you're going to have to believe that I'm typing this, but I'm typing FLASHAAAAA. Yeah, and it said Gordon's alive in the chat. I don't know what that does. But look at these effects. We've got speed and jump. And if you're wondering how fast these are... Yeah. Look at that. Look how fast we're going. What... Why are there more of these weird burning barrels? Yeah, I mean, this cheat code was cool, but there is one more cheat code that should be even better, because realistically, this speed, it is so fast compared to normal, but it will still take us a week or two to even get on over there. And again, we could easily just die of hunger. So it's time to activate the other cheat code, which is Vroom. And you're probably wondering what that's done. It's... Oh. Well, it's made a horse. Seems to be running away from me. Why is it 2D, actually? That is cool. Yeah, we have what is called, and I'm not even joking, God Horse. I mean, just look how fast this is. Like, seriously. And this doesn't have a 1 minute timer on or anything. In fact, I'm pretty sure we could actually bring this into our... Uh-oh. Right, that wasn't supposed to happen. God Horse, you've set me up! God Horse! How am I thought I was off of God Horse. I've completely broken this out. Can I just relog? I'm guessing that was simply just maybe going a little too fast or maybe just a little bug. Let's go a little bit slower here. God Horse, you're kind of my last... You idiot, God Horse. Look what you've done, God Horse! Ah, for goodness sake, God Horse. God Godhorse! Yep, that's right. Godhorse was a complete traitor. What an absolute scumbag. He really did us in there. But no, on a serious note, that kind of was my my only idea. I'm not exactly sure what else to do next. Yeah, I don't know. At this time, I was kind of just like scanning my brain for any ideas, but wasn't coming up with many in confidence. All of these are just numbers, though. They don't mean anything to me, really. What's A or B? Is that that's an April Fool's update, isn't it? Isn't there like a vote system in this where you can like vote for different things to happen with the world? Wait, could we use this version to get like is there any way to get command blocks? Because if there isn't, I don't think this is going to be possible to do. Because I don't think there's anything else we can do, really. Yep, that's right. We are going to load into yet another April Fool's version of Minecraft, which is very, very risky. Again, you're not supposed... Like, it's risky upgrading to normal versions. April Fool's versions, there's a reason you have to save state glitch your world to even allow you to bypass the incompatible world blocker. Okay, like, we really shouldn't be doing this. But I think it's our only option. Rename this to the world name we just gave it, and then try to join. So this should load us into our, well, non-April Fool's world in an April Fool's update, I think. Looks like it's working. So what were like your, like, I know myself, I've got, I don't know, there's definitely a few things I'm kind of doubting and a little bit scared of with this. I know like the obviously the risk of corruption is super, super high. I think that's probably the biggest one, because then you don't even lose the mission, right? You lose the world, and obviously I don't want that. What were like your sort of doubts you had going into it, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh man, yeah. The biggest fear was corruption. Losing. I did it in my hardcore world, so it's like
your world's way bigger. Like, we've got way more history behind it than mine and everything as well. Like,
yeah,
it was all on the line for you.
There was a lot to lose, because it's like the world, I think going out there got up to like 90 gigabytes just from generating the chunks. And it's like, what if that breaks your hard drive and you lost it or something? Like, all these thoughts were kind of, you know, what I was worrying about a little bit. So just kept an eye on it, and was definitely a little stressed.
It looks like it's working. We've got our first vote. Can it be to get a command block? Dinner bonize and no, that. Well, these don't. Okay, I guess we'll dinner bonize a boat. Now, yes, we've obviously made a few votes, and you know, some of them are pretty funny, but we do need a vote that's going to do something with command blocks, because you can get votes like, I know there's ones like chickens lay, you know, random items. We could get one there that's like chickens lay command blocks. I don't know. But yeah, not only is that going to be hard, but if you think it's going to be simple when we get a command block, you know, just type in a command and teleport there, you're still not correct. It's, you know, that is still only half of the challenge, because you can't use command blocks in survival. So we'll need to find a way to actually even be able to use a command block. And not only that, we still need to downgrade the world all the way to beta, which again, very risky and might not be possible. So yeah, we just need to look out for some good votes for now. We'll take things one step at a time, but this isn't, I would have rather Godhorse could have just got us there himself, because this is, I don't really know if this is going to work. Ooh, I have just found a naughty little file over here called votes.json. Can we change something in here? Oh, okay. Big heads are just kicked into action. Okay, I'm starting to like this update, but are any of these going to help us get command blocks? Villagers accept randomly assigned item. Oh, wait. So instead of emeralds, villagers might trade like a random item. That could be command blocks. Dude, where is a village? Well, since when did these things become so rare, by the way? Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. Right, how many villagers do we have here? One. Oh, okay. Didn't seem too happy to see me. He's also not got a job, so he's got a job! He's just become a farmer! Okay, what do you trade? It should be just random things, right? Ah, okay, so you don't trade emeralds, you trade fishing rods. Okay, I mean, it's not quite a command block, but at least we know this thing works. So yeah, I think we just need to basically make a breeder to breed infinite of these guys and just try and get one that, well, does command blocks. Unless this guy already does command blocks. No, you trade buckets of tadpoles. You are a freak. Okay, mate. An absolute freak. Yeah, I started building a villager breeder. To be honest, it was kind of nice for a bit, you know, being in the new version and just doing some old building. It's not, I don't know, it's not something I've done for a little while now. The last, you know, however many projects haven't done much building at all. And to be honest, it was also really fun because I didn't, you know, copy any tutorials or anything for this farm. I simply just freestyled and... honestly, I don't know, it was real fun. It was real fun. And yeah, in no time, we, you know, we genuinely had a villager breeder that seemed to be working. Hey, not seeds! Stop that. You placed down potatoes. No! Oh, for God's sake, we are not making a seed farm. That is not going to work. Sorry, mate, that was my bad. Fish anything. Ooh. Surely we can't fish command blocks, right? Might actually need to try that in a sec. Set chance of entity dropping spawn egg to 12%. Oh my god. Hey mate, do you mind dropping a spawn egg? Yes, 1. I just heard a little here. Have you just given birth? Ah, they have. Right, let's see if our system works. So this guy, yep, falls down here. Should swim down here. Probably don't need these trapdoors anymore, do we? Oh days. We've dropped him on his head as a baby. Right, now you need to walk into one of these pods. Oh, there we go. That was not hard. Okay, and then, I mean, you can escape, but when you grow up, you should be getting this job automatically. And I'm gonna see if you sell me command blocks. If you don't, then, well, I'm sorry, bud. If you don't, then there's only one thing that comes from it. And yeah, it's also we got a working villager breeder, although we then actually ended up fishing up a spawner block. Yep. So, to be honest, all of that time was kind of wasted a little bit. I mean, I guess it helps because they are still pumping out babies, which is perfect because, you know, we need babies to grow up into adults so we can check their trades and kill them. How fun! But yeah, we do need one of these guys to trade a command block because... that's still the only idea I have as to how we could even stand a chance to get into the Nether Farlands. I want a bottle of llama. Can I throw it on these guys? Oh, no, I can only drink it. All right, bottle of llama it is. Why did I know that was going to happen? Parrot. Ooh, would that let us fly? Okay, if that lets us fly, that could be pretty cool. Oh my goodness, it lets us fly. No command blocks from you. Useless. You, dead horn coral, that's definitely not going to work. Goodbye. Bundles. Okay, those aren't supposed to be in the game. This guy's selling illegal items. Right, I'm really hungry now because this is taking so long. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to wait in the corner and come back. And one of you better be trading me command blocks, okay? Now I've got dinner to make. By the way, I never thought I'd say this, but dare I say I'm almost a little bit bored of just killing villagers. I really want a command block, please. Zombie horse spawn. Look, like, you're not supposed to even get zombie horses, so I'm convinced we can get command blocks. I just think there are that many items in the game that it's going to be insanely rare. My axe broke before we even got the command block. And what sort of trade is that? 32 carrots for 1 carrot. Don't look at me like that. That's the worst trade I've ever seen. Yeah. Look, axe is broken and still no command block villager. Very worrying. Might cry. In all seriousness, I was starting to worry that, you know, are command blocks even included in the, like, list of potential trades? Because I know it said any block or any item, but there's some items I just haven't seen yet. And those are the items from the operator tab, which is basically, you know, yeah, where you have your barriers, your jigsaw blocks or whatever they're called, you know, but also command blocks. Yeah, starting to get pretty worried, to be honest. Oh, wait, repeating command block. I mean, it is a command block, so I want to take it. Where can I get some wheat? It's you. I need to remember it's you. We have seen our first sight of a command block, but I'm not sure it's the one we need, and I'll say why we need a specific one in just a sec, but that surely means that... yeah, that surely means that we can get command blocks, right? Even the normal ones that we need. You. Was it you? Wait, what? No, who was it? Oh, it was you. Okay, repeated command block. Nice. And this is good news, because it should mean we can get command blocks, but I need to try something. And that's Well, firstly, what we need to see actually is, can we actually do anything with this command block? Because, no, knew it. Because we're in survival, we can't even place a command block, let alone open it and run a command. We have to be creative for that, and I've not seen any votes that like put us into creative. Now, the reason why we need the normal command block is there is one specific version where you can go and use command blocks while you're in survival, which is the version we need, but I don't think repeating command blocks are available in that version. Let me see. Yeah, so the orange one is the one we need because I think that, well, that's the oldest one, isn't it? We can't have this one because the version that we need to be in to use a command block is earlier than 1.9, which is all of these versions. So therefore, yeah, look, we need this normal command block. Question is, will we be able to get one in a reasonable amount of time? It's almost like, I guess this is like two sides of the same coin here, but what were now, instead of your biggest doubts, what were the biggest struggles you experienced while doing this?
Wow, it's a long question. Yeah, there was that huge time sink. So this whole time I'm like battling, is this worth it? So there was this like constant flip-flop of, am I even gonna find it? Is it gonna be worth it? Is it gonna, be a big waste of time? It's like, yeah, I totally get what you mean. Like, is there something better I could be doing with this time? It was, I will say, a very enlightening, fun experience going there, but it also had its stresses.
Yeah.
But I think everything you're experiencing is understandable, and it's gonna be worth it.
I'm definitely hoping so. I'm definitely hoping so. Right, I've made them all some extra pods because well, we kind of need this all a bit faster. So guys, please just get your jobs. What? Why are they not getting their jobs? Come on. You're all destined to be great farmers. Come on, guys. Come on, it's working time, but it's working time! No one skips working time! No one, not even you! Get back in. Okay, right. Please tell me for your own sake that one of you is going to give me, exactly what I need. A command block. Yep, after God knows how long, we still weren't having any luck, man. No luck at all. We do get one good vote, actually. It's called NBT crafting, and I'm not going to go into it too much here because it's very, very confusing. I won't lie to you. I barely even know what's going on with it. But we do have another vote that could potentially allow us to get command blocks, I think. So, hey, we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, God, well, I hope it works because, my God, this still isn't working. How have we not got a command block? Yep, as expected, nothing. Nothing but a few more spawn eggs. Guess we might as well use the rest of these spawn eggs and see if they give us anything. We do have 2 and a bit stacks. Right, we're trying out these spawn eggs, and if we don't get anything, then yeah, we're clearly gonna have to take a different approach because I have wasted way too many hours of my life. Yeah, honestly, the villager method just clearly not working. I was just starting to think that, we're not going to get the normal command block. So, look, maybe it's time to dig into that NBT crafting thing we saw. I'll be honest, I was incredibly confused. I did slowly begin to figure it out a little bit, but my goodness, it's just unbelievably confusing. And basically, it's like adding, you basically get to craft your own, code inside of the game. And we were trying to craft something that would, make a chest that has a command block in it. Because that could actually do it for us. We can't code commands or anything, we can't just do /give Wenzo command block. But the reason we're doing it in a chest is because we could, maybe add this to a chest, and then when we place it down, the chest would have a command block in already. Unfortunately, yeah, of course, it didn't quite go to plan. Yeah, we eventually found out that it wasn't as simple as I thought, and even though we made a line of code that should work, we can't seem to actually just apply it to a chest, which means, you know, unless we can open this weird item we've got in our inventory, which we can't, by the way, then we aren't able to get that command block. Were there any points, like, while you were doing it, that you kind of, like, felt like giving up, or, you know, like, where it, like, wasn't possible? Like, I don't even know if, like, I know sometimes, like, even for me, like, occasionally, like, the thoughts of, like, cheating will even cross my mind. It's like, I have to, like, battle to, like, not just take a shortcut, because it'll, like, take away from everything. Do you ever have, like, any, like, even if it's not thoughts like that, just, like, you know, where you're, like, you were doubting it and, like, ready to give up or something?
Yeah. I mean, when I got out there, it was, like, 30 million blocks out, and you did the math. Traveling that on foot takes like 5 weeks. So I got out there and realized my teleporter machine broke, and there was like some doubts, like, how am I gonna get back? I definitely was like, for a moment, like, shoot, I just lost my world because of sheer time. And the only reason that worked out was because of a math miscalculation. Which was extremely lucky. But yeah, it's like there was definitely some doubt there, like, shoot, man, it might be over. Might have lost it in search of trying to find something cool.
Yeah, that's like, that's not a mistake I want to make. I don't want to, like, accidentally, like, destroy the entire world just because I want to do this one, like, weird thing that you're definitely not supposed to do. I'm gonna see if there's anything in the game files, maybe, they could do this, but I just don't even know. Can I, like, try and, like, add the tag onto the chest and see if that works? One command block in the very first slot, which is slot 0 of a chest, but right now it doesn't have a chest to go into. Wait, it does work. The tag we wrote does work. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wanted just to see if it works, you know. I copied and pasted the tag we made onto a chest, and yeah, it worked. It worked. Which is, yeah, I have to admit, this is almost like, I almost feel a bit silly that my mind went to this, but yeah, like, you know, it's to me, in my opinion, this is cheating. I'm not going to try and hide it. I think this is cheating, you know. I have to admit, I was very close just to taking this command block and going with it. Very close. So, yeah, I don't know. I want to keep that in because I think it's important. You know, it's an important part of this story. I was very close to completely cheating, and I don't think that's something I should hide. Oh, no way! Oh my god, okay, we've got one. We actually got one without even needing to do the method. I didn't think we would. I didn't think it was possible. Get out the way, little kid. Out the way now. I need to get wheat. Where's wheat? Where's wheat? We've actually got one in a completely different method to how I even thought we would. No. Okay, how do we get wheat? Okay, hang on. What time is it? What's the time? Because, shoot, is it nearly turning night? Because the trades are going to reset, aren't they? The trades will reset if we're not careful. Okay, Fortune Ho. 27 wheat, was it? 27 wheat. No way. That's not 27. That's nowhere near 27. Please, hay bale. Just give me a hay bale. It's going to involve destroying everything we've spent so long building. Right. Get up. Up! Come on! Give me the bone meal! Okay. Just one more wheat. We got 26. 27. I think that's enough. Where is he? Where is he? 45? Where did that come from? Mine. Steal. Fly! Where is he? Which one is he? Him! Yes! I won't keep too much longer, but like, why do you think like so few players ever kind of like managed or even choose to try and get this this achievement? Because you know your average Joe's not been to the Farlands exactly, have they? I think it really boils down to the time. You know, it is a huge time sink. People have heard of these people that walked there, and it takes a stupid amount of time, and I think that just scares people away from it. So I would say the time, and also just trusting that, you know, trusting other people that they exist and stuff. It's such a cool thing, but it's like one of those things where like the coolness of it just for like half the time just doesn't warrant the effort that is required, you know? Yeah. I think that's probably why even the videos do so well, you know? It's like, see someone else do it, and it takes up half an hour of your time, but to actually do it... Yeah. It's like, is all you're doing is seeing it, is it worth 7,000 hours of walking there? Probably not. For most people, that is a no. I mean, we're going to be having to downgrade now. We've got what we need. Obviously, as we know, we cannot use this in, well, you know, we can't use this in this version. You know, if we tried to place it down right now, it's just not going to work. And then even if we did place it down, I don't think you can open them in survival. I think you have to be in creative. But as I've already mentioned, there is a version that I believe should allow us to do it even still. I don't know for certain, but I mean, it really is the best option we have. And I'm just so excited to finally be able to get back to trying to find that Nether monolith. I keep saying Nether monolith. The Nether Farlands. Well, goodbye, guys. Goodbye, Sniffy. Even though you're just kind of a bit weird, to be honest. And, I think, as for this command block, well, we nearly let that, well, kind of take away from the whole reason we were doing this. And look, there's vote number 1,000. I guess we can have the villagers accept what they want now. They can go back to their emeralds. But anyways, now it's time to, well, downgrade, which this is where things get risky, because we need to get back to beta, and we need to use that command block as well somewhere along the way. However, both things are tricky because you know, we need to find a version that allows us to actually edit and use the command block in survival, which is going to be hard. And then B, downgrading all the way to beta from the version we're in right now. My God, that, like, I kind of lost track of how many versions we'd gone up. Each version we go down is a chance of corruption, and we are going to be going down hundreds of versions. So, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we can do it. That's all I can say. Well, we've kept... Okay. That's a big step then. We've just gone from, what, 1.20 or whatever to 1.8 and kept not all of our items, but a lot of our items. That's pretty good. Okay, but that's a massive step, and look, we still have a command block. However, we still cannot use the command block in this version, because the version we need to use the command block in is 1.7, which, you know, only like, what, one full release below this. But it's not quite as simple as that, because sometimes when you go down, they can like remove items or like reset the world, like we've seen happen here. Yeah, look, we're still like 12 million blocks out. So weird. Right, yeah, I guess let's try downgrading then to 1.7, see if that works straight out the gate. Now, we did have a few issues with the items not actually transferring over to 1.7 because from 1.7 to 1.8, there was a change. Rather than the items being identified by numbers, they were now changed to names, which is fine. It just kind of meant we had to like recreate the inventory we had and then, you know, bring it over via numbers essentially, right? But yeah, we're now in 1.7 and I think we should be able to use these command blocks without cheats. Let's dig ourselves in here. Sorry if I sound tired, by the way, guys. I am, my God, all of this is taking it out of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like this entire journey, it's been awesome and I can't believe we're hopefully about to see the Nether Farlands. I'll cry if not. Anyways, we will plonk a button on this bad boy. I'm really hoping this works. I'm assuming we'll be able to teleport. Maybe I should have tested this beforehand. Oh. Okay, well that's never a good sign. And yeah, I guess we'll do teleport _. Okay, let's just do @p instead. That should just be nearest player. You know what? Let's do 12,550,220. So it'll be 600 blocks away. Hopefully that means they should still spawn. And now we want to be on the nether roof, so I believe that's 129. If it isn't, we're going to suffocate to death. And then I guess we just go 0 on the z-axis, right? Don't see why not. Wait, what? Put the cheesiness aside. Do you think it like maybe made you, even if it's only small, like made you a bit of a better person or maybe even creator? You know, did you like learn genuine lessons from it that you could kind of take away?
I don't think that's even a cheesy question. I think anytime you put your mind to something, no matter like how huge it is or how small it is, anytime you put your mind to it and you finish it, that just builds character. It builds a work ethic. It builds like, you know, you show yourself you can finish something.
I was completely wrong! I don't understand how I made this mistake or what led me to believe that command blocks could be used in survival in 1.7 or any version for that matter. I actually tested multiple versions, you know, even below 1.7. No, apparently there was never a time in the game where it could be used without cheats. But there is one thing, and I've done some tests, and I think it might work. Now, this is a very, very strange thing, and the video, I mean, the video is literally made by someone with 50 subscribers. So, firstly, if this does work, please, for the love of God, send them a bit of love after this, okay? Because, but yeah, essentially, it's a method that should allow us to exploit the game in running commands across different worlds. The thing that worries me is the warning, this can corrupt worlds. That's what's scary. That sounds insane and almost unbelievable, but it should be true. It looks legitimate. I don't know if it's gonna work for us, but it's our last hope. So, I don't know. I felt strangely optimistic, to be honest. I really did, even though so much was riding on this method working. Essentially, this is going to be the setup. We're going to have a command block here that changes the random tick speed game rule from, well, normally it's at 3. But I believe we could actually kind of change it a bit by turning this to, well, 1. Oh, why is my phone going off? By 1.2 million. Now, that sounds like a lot, and to be honest, that's because it is, okay? This is a crazy number to do it, and it's going to cause insane lag, but it's that lag that should allow us to do what we need to do. Now, since this is a test, I'm not even going to do the teleport command yet. I don't want to break anything. I'm just going to do... Now, again, this may seem irrelevant, but this is just to check that it's actually going to work, because I have not tested it on our world. So I really don't know. What we're aiming to do is have this command run, and that's basically, because we're putting it to such a high tick speed, it's going to kind of lag the game out, so it's going to take a while for the signal to go through this repeater and then trigger this command. And before it goes through the repeater and triggers this command, we're going to try and join our other world, so we almost trick the game into actually running this command in our other world. Yep, oh my god, it actually does work then. Okay, well, let's try this again then, but with teleport. 12,550,320. That's what we need, isn't it? Then we'll be 500 blocks away. Vines should be coming down any second. There we go. We click this button, and now we must wait until we hear it click. There we go. Right, okay, and now we're here. We should just get teleported. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, we are being teleported. Oh! Right. So we have been teleported onto the nether roof. The question is, are we 12.5 million blocks out? We are 500 blocks away from the Nether Farlands. How does that work? Yep, it worked. I can't believe all the time that worked. That is probably the most insane glitch I've ever done in a video ever. But now we do need to get below the nether roof because the Nether Farlands do not spawn, you know, above the roof. It's just not how it works. So we downgraded to like 11W13A or something like that. I can't even remember what it's called now. Because similar to how in our very first version you could click F4 to spawn a portal, in this version you can click B to go to creative. I'm not kidding. Now, that doesn't mean we can just fly there, because very simply, this version is still too new to spawn the Nether Farlands. So all we can really use it for is just getting below the nether roof, but that's still very, very helpful. And that means now all we need to do is downgrade to the beta version and walk those 500 blocks to the Nether Farlands. Oh, I can't believe we nearly done this. Oh my god, food. Just spam food, spam food. God, it's so laggy. Oh, we spawned in lava. What are the chances of that? As you can imagine, it's going to be very easy to make a wrong move in a version that is as laggy as this. Why are there names down there? Oh, yeah, it is. It's a zombie pig man. Got 7923 down there. Also, look at that. We've crossed the 500 block mark. We are 300 blocks away. You know, when you finally found it, you know, you like completed your mission. Was it worth it? I know that's like the most cliche question in the world, but like, was it, genuinely, did it feel like it was all worth it when you did finally get to your destination?
I would say, I mean, well, obviously, yes. But for me, I would say it was worth it because it kind of, it filled this gap. There was this nostalgia that linked back to like old Pocket Edition Minecraft when I started. And it was just, it like connected all the strings. It was satisfying. It was so satisfying to see the finished Farlands.
I can't wait to find it.
I know, dude. You're in for a treat. It's this little treat that old Minecraft offers. It was definitely worth it. It's just it's like setting your eyes upon a beautiful picture. It's just it's astounding.
Well, I'm glad it was worth it. If you had told me you got there and like there was just like pure regret or something, or like you were underwhelmed, I can't lie. What we even taking this on? I can't lie. What? No way. Yeah.
I got depressed. It was not worth it. Wenzo, turn back now. Turn back now, Wenzo.
Ran down my cheek, but it was a tear of sadness. I caught a glimpse of it. Oh my goodness, it is real. It's definitely real. Oh my god, look at this place. We're in the Nether Farlands. Is this right? Let me see.
Interested in old Minecraft again. Oh, what?
It's real. It's actually real.
What?
Bro, it's...
What the heck?
But yeah, like, now we're literally in the Nether Farlands.
Oh. Yeah, how far out do these Farlands go?
I don't know. Like,
Dude, that is sick.
Yep, we made it. And it's just as beautiful as I ever thought it would be. Well, I mean, look, it's not beautiful on the eyes, for sure. It's actually really ugly. It's got the old netherrack texture. Ooh, yuck. But it is beautiful because of the journey here. And tell you what, it would have been a lot less beautiful had we have cheated, you know, with that command block originally. So I'm very glad we didn't do that. Yeah, I don't know. It felt surreal just to be standing upon grounds that had barely ever been stood on before. Insane. And I also upgraded versions as well. On a backup world, don't worry, just quickly go to creative and just fly around to check this out. And my God, what a beauty. And I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna show you when I've done it, okay? I'm gonna show you.
Good luck, man. You are a good man, Wenzo, but you have no chance. No chance. What a terrible. That was another voice crack. You got this. I believe in you. I'll see you in 2027.